City officials and fire and rescue from Santa Clara and Ivins made their joint efforts official on Wednesday by cutting a ribbon in front of the Center Street Fire Station in Ivins. While this station was vacated after the Santa Clara Fire Station on Rachel Drive was remodeled, the need to have it back came urgently when insurance coverage was being denied to some residents in the Kayenta area.
Well, the whole issue, if you want to call it that, began when we had residents sending us emails telling us that they were losing their insurance because they were outside a reasonable coverage area when, it's been a year ago, or a little more than a year ago, when SCI Fire and EMS services moved out of this building. Boy, credit goes to Chief Parker and to Brock Jacobson, their city manager, and to Mayor Rosenberg and their city council to recognize that this was a serious concern for us. And even though we weren't the managing city, they took the time and crunched the numbers and moved personnel and apparatus around to be able to make this day happen.
To travel to a station, it slows us down. So if they're here and ready to go, that's just automatically going to increase that response time. And then again, geography, having the station up in our northwest part of our response area is going to allow the response into Kayenta to be, hopefully right around that 5 to 6 minute response times.
This station on Center Street in Ivins will add to the 24/7, 365-day emergency service already offered in Santa Clara from Station 31. The station's fire response units are fairly new and ready for service.
So it'll have 2 personnel, 1 fire captain who also is certified to be a pump operator, and then they have 1 partner who is a firefighter AEMT, Advanced Emergency Medical Technician. They have the option, the resources behind me is for structure firefighting. They also have a wildland resource, and then they also have an ambulance as well. So depending on the call type, they're going to be flexible and be able to provide that type of service, whatever is needed.
The upstairs of the building houses the firefighters who were on call. It comes complete with a kitchen, bedrooms, his and her shower rooms, and even a place to watch TV.
So we work 48 hours on and 96 hours off on a 6-day rotating schedule. So there's 3 shifts that make up that 6-day rotating schedule. And if we do get a call throughout the night, for right now we are using pagers, and those alert us when there is a call.
Down at the Rachel station, we'll have 4 personnel on duty. It'll be 3 full-time, and then they'll have a one part-time partner. But we're going to continue to evaluate that model, look at our budget, and then hopefully increase staffing up here, possibly provide a 3rd.
And instead of using a pole, these firefighters use the stairs.
The bones of the station are great. It's block construction, and there's not, the roof's intact, and we have a lot of the systems are working great. So us firefighters are pretty resilient.
While Santa Clara heads up the joint fire and rescue, Ivins City has overseen the joint police department since 2012, which is now located inside the newly remodeled old Ivins City Hall.
We're definitely stronger together than we are separately, and we think it's expensive to operate together. It's far more to do that separately.
I think it's awesome. I mean, the more personnel you've got, anytime we can do anything to decrease those response times, it's going to help across the board.
The partnership, or what many may have referred to as a marriage, is still standing the test of time.
I'm sure if you ask me that same question in another 10 years, we'll say, well, we're still together, the rings are intact, right?
Based upon population, Ivins City shoulders about 56% of the emergency services funding, with Santa Clara paying the rest. In Ivins and Santa Clara, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.